Hi guys, so I considered whether or not I actually wanted to make this, considering I probably won't read any of these, but I decided why not. This is my October TBR, I guess, or books that I hope to read in October. I may not read some of these, I may read books other than these, I don't know, but these just seem like books that I would like to be able to read in the month of October. So one thing about October is obviously it is Halloween. For me though, personally, Halloween started like the moment that September hit, I was like, yes, it's time. Little known fact on here anyways is that Halloween season is my favorite season of all the seasons ever. Yeah, so the first book that I hope to read this season is Frostbite by Richelle Mead. I did read the first one. I loved it. By the ending part, I loved it. The entire way through reading it, I was saying, like, I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Honestly, it kind of drone on and on and on. But by the end, I knew I had to read the next one. And I picked it up. Instantly stuff was happening and I loved it. But it's kind of come back to that point where it is just kind of stuff. But I left out a part that I'm pretty sure stuff is going to start happening again. So I do like book 2 better so far. Anyways, I hope to finish that. I'm about halfway through. I am actually on page 156, right on chapter 12. So, yes. Next book I have to finish is actually 2 books, but it is the last 2 books in the Kissed by an Angel trilogy. Loved the first one. I mentioned that in my wrap-up. I actually did read the first one. The second one, nothing was happening. I read and I'm about halfway through it and I had to stop because I was holding on to this and I just wanted to read it, so I started this instead. But I am looking forward to getting back into this because I love the first book so much. I'm hoping it picks up and I will love it more. Next book. Oh, I feel like I should be giving synopsises. The first book is about vampires, so it's the second book in the series, the Vampire Academy series. Kissed by an Angel is about Angel, Guy, and romance and stuff. And though some of the dialogue is unrealistic, I still love it and I'm looking forward to get back to it. Okay, next book I intend to read. These are in order. I do feel like I should have ordered them because I have some children's books in here too. But oh well. Next book I hope to read is Glass by Ellen Hopkins. How can I guess like that. Hopefully you can see it. I read Crank last year. It messed with my head, but I did really like it. I really like her style. So I have actually wanted to read the next book instantly, but I thought that the next book was Burned. So I've been looking for it for like a year. Come to find out, Burned is its own series. It is not the second book. Glass is actually the second book in the Crank series. And I have it, and I'm kind of frustrated because I could have read it a long time ago. But I didn't, so I'm gonna. Next book was one I kind of just threw in there actually at the last minute as I was making this pile. But I do feel like it'd be a nice book to read in October, though I would probably read this any time of year because that's just how I am. And it's Velveteen. I hauled in my last book haul. It's about ghosts. I didn't give a good synopsis then. I'm not going to give a good synopsis now. You can look it up, I guess. The next 2 are kind of children's books, though one of these I do not think is a children's book. I don't know why it is considered a children's book, honestly. And that's Coraline by Neil Gaiman. And yes, I think it's technically considered juvenile fiction. I don't agree with that. I've heard that the book is a lot creepier than the movie. But yeah, I hope to read that. It's very creepy. I'm shocked that I haven't read it yet, honestly. And I will let you know if it is really a children's book or if I am right and it should not be considered a children's book. But I guess it depends on how you rate children's books. Oh, and something about reading the children's books. I decided I think I will be doing a separate series for children's books. I should actually just make a whole separate video instead of talking about it now. So I'll do that instead. Anyways, next I feel like every year that I've had this book, I've wanted to read it every Halloween, all the time. I always pick it up and I never read it. And that is another children's book. It is a Samantha Mystery, American Girl. The Curse of Ravenscourt, and I think Samantha's are written by Sarah Masters Buckey. It's actually kind of creepy. I remember reading the first couple pages and it is actually a little creepy. It's about she goes with her family to a new estate spend, I think her house is getting redone or something. You guys probably don't care. Most people who are watching this right now probably don't care about children's books. Okay, next book, back to YA, is going to be City of Bones, another book that I hauled last month. I was going to read this instantly once I finished these ones, regardless of the month, but I did think because they do deal with demons and stuff that it would be a good book to read in October. So I'm going to try and get to this. I'm very, very, very excited for it. And yes. Next book I hope to read is Frankenstein. I cannot believe that I haven't read it yet, honestly. I'm really wishing that I had Dracula, but I don't. Oh gosh. Because apparently that's like the iconic horror book. Like that is horror. Final book that I do have to read is an adult book, I believe. And it is Dark Witch by Nora Roberts. Super excited. It's very beautiful. I do adore the cover, and it has this kind of, I don't know how you describe that, but that's how the pages are, and I think it's very pretty. I'm pretty sure this is a book that I should read on October Folly month, so I'm hoping to get to it. It is book 1 of the Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy. But yeah, so I'm going to read it. And that is all the books that I hope to read in the month of October, more or less. I might read all of them, I might read none of them, I might read books you didn't see. In fact, I know I will because I do hope to get more kind of children's books to read. I've been wanting to read all of the American Girls. I've read most of them, and then do a series specifically on them, telling you what each girl is about if you aren't aware or whatever, for those of you interested in children's books. Yes, so that's it. Goodbye.